Man, this Friday has been a wild one, guys. It's this transfer portal. It closes tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And I guarantee these coaches probably will not sleep a whole lot tonight, knowing that they've worked their butts off to keep this team intact, keep their main players around. It's been a wild day. Rumors of Boo Carter hitting the portal this morning. Then there was Stephen Hargis of Chattanooga. He wrote Chattanooga Free Times or Free Press down there, said he had spoken with Carter's family and said he didn't come down to NIL, come down, he wanted to play offense. Squirrel White hits the portal within the last hour or so, and now just saw on VolQuest.com, Boo Carter did announce via, it looks like his Instagram, that back home. He said he is staying home, says that he has signed a new deal with the Volunteer Club. So Boo is staying home, and the understanding is he will play some more offense next year. Easiest decision to me this coaching staff had to make this offseason. Boo wants to play offense, you let him play offense. That's what he was brought in to do. You don't think Colorado wasn't going to play him both ways if he went there? Michigan was in it heavily last year. I would say Michigan was probably willing to play him both ways as well. If you're Tennessee, you play him at slot, you play him at star, you play him at punt returner next year. You give him a break when he needs it. In those games like against ETSU and stuff, rest him a little bit more, save him for the big games. Get him his reps where he needs it. Get him in tune on offense in those games. But Boo's needed. He's arguably going to be the most important player on the Tennessee team next year. I'm not saying necessarily the best. He may be, but most important because he's going to play so many roles. He plays a vital role at the star. They need slot receivers who can make plays. And, of course, the punt returner, he was put as a punt returner way too late this year. It should have happened much earlier. Huge news, though, to me. Huge news. This is one they absolutely could not afford to let go. And to me, there is the possibility of more portal entries before tonight and tomorrow night. I think if you're Tennessee, you've got to decide if it's coming down to money for some, who do you want to pay and who do you not? That's just my thoughts on it. Number one, Boo, yeah, he deserves more money. Number two, he deserves more opportunities next year. I'm excited to see what he can do. I'm excited to see if this staff will actually utilize him or we're going to do the same old crap that we've been doing all along, just spreading guys out and trying to do it. We've got to get more creative they have to get more creative as a coaching staff. I don't think there's any doubt about that one. But big news for Tennessee tonight. And like I said, a pretty interesting day in Knoxville. The fact that out of all of your portal entries, yeah, there's guys you maybe not necessarily wanted to see go, but guys that no one entered that I feel cannot be replaced. And I don't mean that as a negative towards any of those guys. Like I said, there's numerous guys I would have liked to have seen stayed. But I think the writing's on the wall with a lot of them. And, these conversations have happened behind the scenes, too, that guys have a pretty good sense of, what they're looking at moving forward. So if you're Tennessee, you got to get pretty serious now in the portal, I think, as far as finding a playmaker or two. There is one name on the other videos I'd left out is Concepcion from North Carolina State. He's not committed anywhere yet. So I don't know if Tennessee's tried there. There's Branch from USC, of course, and I forgot about this. His brother, Zion Branch, was safety for USC. They both entered the portal. I did find something said they had visited Georgia and were going to visit Arizona State. That was 6 days ago, the article I found on that. So I don't know if Tennessee's kicked the tires here and tried or not, because if you can get them both, you take them both. I don't think there's any doubt about that, because you do have an open safety spot next year. And I think it's a little unknown who played. It could be Jacoby Thomas. Could be Jordan Thomas shifting back there when he comes back from injury. If Christian Charles is back, which I've heard nothing that he wouldn't be right now, those are possibilities as well. I think Tennessee has some players there, but would they try to get, if they can, both of the Branch brothers? I don't know that they've reached out. I don't know if they've tried or anything. Speculation on my part. Concepcion is one somebody brought up in the comments earlier would be a huge addition for Tennessee. Well, if they could get in the door there, but you're going to have to pay to play. That's the bottom line with it. Tennessee needs playmakers, especially at wide receiver. This wide receiver room to me reminds me, and I said it in the last video about Squirrel White, exactly of what happened with the DB room last year when you had basically a mass exodus, but Tennessee upgraded. There was no one who left that defensive back room last year that hurt Tennessee leaving. Now, McCullough and Gabe Judy-Lawley went to the NFL, so I'm not referring to them. Judy-Lawley could have had another year. McCullough was out of eligibility. I would have definitely taken both those guys back this past season. But as far as all the transfers, they did not lose anybody last year that would have killed them. This wide receiver unit, you're losing Brew, you're losing Thornton to the NFL. As of right now, the rest that have left, I don't think you lost anybody that you can't replace. I just don't. Maybe these guys would have been better along the way, but it's time you got to develop who's on your roster now. And you got 3 freshmen coming in. I've talked about this in other videos. Travis Smith and Rodarius Jackson are both early enrollees. They're both consensus 4 stars. You've got to get them developed and ready to go so they can contribute next year. We got to get them ready to go next year. I think it's vital. I really do. And who else can enter the portal? This portal window is crazy. These teams, when they get put out, there's like a 5-day window on it when these teams get put out for guys to go in. And I'll be honest, I can't keep up with all of it. I cannot keep up with all these calendars and dates and stuff. I know Kyle Beach, who listens, he's got a pretty good handle on it. He's explained it in some of the videos. Hey, so if you get a chance to check out the comments, he's got a pretty good grasp on that. Appreciate him telling us on that. But we'll see where it goes with Tennessee adding. Do they have any more entries by 8 o'clock tomorrow night? We'll wait and see. But I bet it'll be a sleepless night for this staff. But if they could get out of this weekend without losing really any more starters, any more impact players, I consider it a good window. And they'll add some people. It's not a matter of if. They will. I don't know who, but there will be more that they'll get. And honestly, I don't think they need a whole lot, but there's a couple positions like wide receiver. They need a playmaker badly, and I'm still curious what they do at running back. Do they feel good with the running back depth they're going to have, or do they try to get a top-of-the-line running back if somebody hits the portal? We'll see on that. I'll keep you updated on it. If there's anything else breaks tonight. Thank you guys for your support along the way. This is Frank. This is the House of Orange. Make sure you hit that like, that share, that subscribe. Like I said, if anything else breaks tonight, I will bring it here to you as well, because I'll definitely be on the lookout. But have a great rest of your evening. And last but most certainly not least, go Vols.